Hey guys, so I just recorded a video, my most anticipated 2018 reads, and it kind of devolved at the end. I am really tired, only 3.5 hours of sleep, which for some people that's normal, and like depending on the day, sometimes I can function just fine. Today is not one of those days, so I apologize in advance. All of these books that I'm going to list for this book haul are going to be included. The Goodreads link will be included down below, so you can peruse at your leisure. See, it's already happening. All right, so just gonna get to the book haul. So these books, the first one I got from a book exchange. Second one I won on a Goodreads challenge or giveaway. And then I have a big chunk that came from Thrift Books. And then I have, which actually I'm missing one. Dang, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I have Goodreads, and then I have 3 that were from Barnes & Noble. I found them in the clearance section, super low price. And then 2 that I just picked up yesterday from Half Price Books, because one of them is part of my hopefully classics reads for this year, and then the other one I just feel like I should have. So anyway, first one, book exchange with a book club buddy, The Birth House by Amy McKay. Never read it before, never heard of it before, so when I got it I was like, that's interesting. The Birth House is the story of Dora Rare, the first daughter to be born in 5 generations of Rares. As a child in an isolated village in Nova Scotia, she is drawn to Miss Babineau, an outspoken Acadian midwife with a gift for healing. Dora becomes Miss B's apprentice, and together they help the women of Scots Bay through infertility, difficult labors, breech births, unwanted pregnancies, and even unfulfilling sex lives. So, it sounds really interesting. Sounds juicy. I'm excited. And the next one, The Dry by Jane Harper. I won in a Goodreads giveaway, and I am super excited. I feel like a lot of people should know what this is. It's pretty popular towards the end of last year in general. And there's a new one by her out. So, federal agent Aaron Falk hasn't been back to the place where he grew up in 20 years, not since he and his father were run out of town. Even when Falk gets word that his childhood best friend Luke is dead and his entire family murdered, Falk still isn't planning on going back. But then he gets a note. Luke lied, you lied, be at the funeral. And just like that, Falk is swept back into the secrets of the place and people he left so long ago. When Falk returns for the funeral amid the worst drought in a century, long-buried mysteries resurface along with the lies that accompany them. And Falk will discover anew what he's known all along. Sometimes you have to go back home in order to finally leave your past behind. Sounds very interesting. Feels like a summer book. So, probably wait until summer. Okay, the next one is Thrift Books, The Tibetan Book of the Dead. I don't know why. Not sure. I like all the illustrations in the middle. But I just really felt like I wanted to learn a little bit more this year and kind of delve into some spiritual matters. So I felt like this was a good place to maybe start or end. And I don't remember actually why. So this one's The Love Warrior by Glennon Doyle. I don't actually remember why I ordered some of these. So, I don't know. This one is a memoir of betrayal and self-discovery by best-selling author Glennon Doyle. A Love Warrior is a gorgeous and inspiring account of how we are born to be warriors, strong, powerful, and brave, able to confront the pain and claim the love that exists for us all. This chronicle of a beautiful, brutal journey speaks to anyone who yearns for deeper, truer relationships and a more abundant, authentic life. Yeah, I don't remember. Okay, so there's an excerpt, or there's little reviews, and one of them is from Oprah Winfrey. And so I think I heard about this and actually maybe heard an interview from the author on Oprah's podcast, the Soul Conversations. Okay, so that's what it is, and that's why I got this. So I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm excited. The next one kind of goes along with that theme. The Woman Warrior by Maxine Hong Kingston. Okay, this one does not have a description. So it just says Memoirs of a Girlhood Among Ghosts. I can't remember what this, I think is it Korea? China? I don't remember. I am so sorry. But like I said, I will include the description. It's something. It's something good, okay? It sounded like it was going to be really interesting. Oh, okay. It's having a hard time focusing. Just like me. Okay, the next one that I got, Erratic Stories for Punjabi Widows. And this one just sounded really interesting. It's about widows trying to learn English. One of the widows, they go to an English class. One of the widows finds a book of erotica and shares it with the class. And so it's the main character is Nikki, a modern daughter of Indian immigrants. And so she's kind of like separated herself from her community a little bit, and then joins this creative writing course where these Sikh widows are trying to learn English. And so it's just like her relationship with them and friendship and learning about her culture kind of through their eyes, and that like maybe it's not all what you think, you know, like she kind of had this idea of what these women would be like based on her knowledge of her community, and she's finding out that that's not necessarily the case. Just sounded really interesting, and I've heard a lot about it. The next one, Endless Forms Most Beautiful by Sean B. Carroll. So this one is all about evolution, I think. Yeah, it says the new science of Evo Devo. It's just about evolution and all the different, oh, I hate that. Someone actually this is the kind of book that you would write in, but and underline, but like, it kind of makes me sad because I want to do it myself and not have someone else do it for me. But anyway, so it talks about all the different like things that all of the different like defenses and different interesting aspects of animals throughout the years, I believe, and like where we're going. So hopefully that's a good description. The next one is Gap Creek by Robert Morgan. The Story of a Marriage. Okay, I think I remember this one now. This is also an Oprah, yes. So also from the podcast, I had heard about it. So there's a woman in Gap Creek, Julie Harmon. She works as hard as a man. People depend on her. And she's just a really strong woman. She's been through some pretty hard times. She marries a man named Hank, and they move down into the valley. So it seems like they come from a small town maybe, and kind of goes through what their life is like and their marriage, how they keep their marriage going through all of the modern complexities of the world. That's what I get from this. It sounds very interesting. Don't know that I'm going to end up getting to it this year. It's weird. I buy these thinking, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get to this. And then my list and my shelves, like, it's just too much. Okay, next 3 books are from Barnes & Noble, clearance, discount, whatever section. I was really excited for this one. Ancillary Justice by Anne Leckie. I had heard about this one. Oops, sorry. Getting lazy, just resting it. I had heard about this one from several things. Oh, it's a winner of the BSFA award. and several other awards, but I think that's where I heard it from. So, on a remote icy planet, the soldier known as Breck is drawing closer to completing her quest. Once she was the Justice of Torin, a colossal starship with an artificial intelligence linking thousands of soldiers in the service of the Rach. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing things. The empire that conquered the galaxy. Now an act of treachery has ripped it all away, leaving her with one fragile human body, unanswered questions, and a burning desire for vengeance. So it just looked really interesting. I had mentioned in a previous video, and probably several times, I kind of just got into adult fantasy just like this last year, and along with that is sci-fi. I always really struggled with sci-fi, and I say that, but I'm like talking about like old sci-fi. Like I didn't really hear or know about current sci-fi. It sounds weird. I feel stupid saying that. Like, I don't know, I just hadn't really heard about current science fiction novels. What I know of is like Isaac Asimov, and like, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's what we read in school, and when I always thought about sci-fi, that's what I thought of. And then I started reading the Expanse series. I mean, I love Michael Crichton. He's technically sci-fi, kinda, yeah. So anyway, I read the Expanse series, which to me was more of a sci-fi, I guess, because it deals with space and like just different ideas. For some reason, I never connected that Michael Crichton is sci-fi. Wow, I feel even more dumb. I am so sorry. Anyway, let's continue. My point is that I'm trying to read more current adult fantasy and sci-fi. So, the next book is Prudence, The Custard Protocol, Book 1 by Gail Carriger. This one just looked really interesting. I feel like I've heard reviews for it. It just sounds like it's going to be really fun. When Prudence Alessandra Macan Keldama Rue, thank goodness, to her friends, is bequeathed an unexpected dirigible, she does what any sensible female under similar circumstances would do. She christens it the Spotted Custard and floats off to India. Awesome. I love India, in case that wasn't clear by my books in the background here. This is like my little Indian section. And then the previous book, Punjabi. So there she stumbles upon a plot involving local dissidents. A kidnapped brigadier's wife, some awfully familiar Scottish werewolves. Faced with a dire crisis and an embarrassing lack of bloomers, Rue must rely on her good breeding and her metanatural abilities to get to the bottom of it all. So it sounds kind of like steampunky-ish, maybe a little bit English, and just like, yeah, she's got some cute little gears in her hat. So it sounds like it's going to be very interesting and also very funny, like quippy. Okay. Oh, and then I picked this up. Holy crap. So The City of Mirrors by Justin Cronin, which is the third in the Passage series. I actually don't have the second one yet. Oh, that's too shiny. I need to put it down. It's like blinding me. So I don't have the second one yet. I picked that one up because it was hardback for like $7 at Barnes & Noble. And I was like, well, I can't pass that up. So I need to get the second one. Oh, I forgot about this one. This is the one I had to run and grab. An Atheist History of Belief. So going kind of along with the Tibetan Book of the Dead, I'm interested in learning more about like the history of belief and religion and different things. I thought this was going to be a much bigger book. So I feel kind of, I don't know. I don't know what to think. Oh, and it's by Matthew Neal. I don't know if I said that. So anyway, I read like an excerpt, an example. It sounded really interesting. It opens up with like exploring a cave. Like in an ancient cave, like drawings and stuff. So anyway, I am really excited for this book, but I'm a little sad that it's so thin because I feel like there should be more, but I guess I'll see. Finally, I'm so excited. So these books I just picked up yesterday from Half Price. Actually in really good condition. I'm really happy. Ugh. War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. This is a must read. This is one that I may put aside some things this year to read. I don't know, it's so big. But it's one that I had started reading in 6th grade. And the copy that I had, I left in Arizona at my uncle's house, and they never found it, or they claimed they never found it. So I never actually did pick it back up, even though I had started it in 6th grade and was like really excited to be reading it. I think I had gotten like, I don't know, 200 pages in or something, maybe more. But I was really excited to read it, and then I never picked it up again. So I am very excited to have that. Definitely a classic. And along with that, I picked up Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, because this is one that I want to read as one of my classics that I read this year. So now that I have them, I'm like trying to decide if I want to read this one or War and Peace. I don't know which one is better to read. So if anyone happens to watch this and has an opinion, go ahead and let me know, because I am not sure. So until next time, there shouldn't be a whole lot of book hauls this year because I am really working on saving money. I feel bad every time I buy books because I have so many that I am not reading yet, but hopefully this year will change that. I was considering doing book hauls for my ebooks because I have this email. I have like 5 different emails that I get in the morning, and I go through every morning. That's my routine. Go through and see what ebooks are available for cheap or free. And so I was considering maybe I'll do like a weekly haul of all the ebooks I picked up. I don't know. We'll see. That's a lot, and it's difficult because it's not physical books. I like showing the pretty physical books. So we'll see. I guess I can just always put my Kindle up to the screen. But anyway, I'm off to take a little nap and hopefully turn out a better person after that.